Michael and hi everyone. I'm 2220521 from Enrichment Program. So today Lincoln is going to present about Armed and Explosive Act 1960. As of last update in September 2021, there is no specific Armed and Explosive Act 1960 in Malaysia. However, there is similar act called the Armed Act 1960, which is relevant to the regulation of arms and firearms in Malaysia. The Armed Act 1960 is an essential piece of legislation that governs to the possession, acquisition, and use of firearms. Next, the main law in Malaysia is the Explosive Act 1957. This act counted the manufacture, storage, transportation, sale, and use of explosives in the country. Keep in mind that laws and unauthorized access to explosives for illegal purpose. So it was best to refer to the most recent version and consult official source or legal expert for the latest information.
So for the purpose and objective of the Armed Act 1960, on Section 8, restriction on acquisition, possession or use of firearms and weapons. On Section 9, license for possession or carrying of firearms and ammunition. Section 10, duty to secure firearms and ammunition. 11, power of inspection. Next, offences relating to security and misuse of firearms and ammunition. For Section 14, surrender and seizure of firearms and ammunition. 15, power to seize, and 17, power to arrest. So number 4, for the purpose and objective of Explosive Act 1957. On Section 5, prohibition of importation, manufacture, or sale of explosive without license. Section 12, control of possession, use, and sale of explosives. Section 16, power to inspect and seize explosive, and lastly, Section 20, offence relating to explosives.
So we have 5 agencies that have authorities for enforcing this act, and the first one is Royal Malaysia Police, which is PDRM. The PDRM is the primary law enforcement agency responsible for enforcing the Armed Act and the Explosive Act. They are tasked with the issuance of license for firearm, regulating the possession and use of firearm, investigating firearm-related crimes, and enforcing the provision of the act related to the explosive. And the second one, we have Department of Ordnance Malaysia, which is Jabatan Regimen Askar Wataniah Malaysia. This department are responsible for regulating the possession, storage, transportation, and use of explosive. They oversee the licensing of individuals and companies involved in handling explosive and conduct inspection to ensure compliance with safety standards. And the third one, we have DCA, which is Department of Civil Aviation. The department oversees the regulation pertaining to the transportation of explosive via air and ensure that proper safety measures are followed during transportation. And the next one is we have Malaysian Armed Forces, Angkatan Tentera Malaysia. The armed forces may also be involved in enforcing certain aspects of Armed Act and Explosive Act, especially in cases related to the military use of arms and explosive. And the last one, we have Custom Department, Jabatan Custom Malaysia. The Custom Department may be involved in controlling the import and export of arms and explosives, ensuring that proper permit and license are obtained for their transportation across border.
While in this part, we're going to know about what complaints and penalties of so offense under Explosive Act 1957. In this part, we have two, which is complaints requirements and offense and penalties. So, at complaints requirement, we need to have a license, which is individual or company must obtain a proper license from manufacturing, storing, transporting, or dealing with explosives. Then safety measure, which is strict safety protocol must be followed when handling, storing, or using explosives. Next is reporting incident, which any incident that uses involving explosives must be reported to the relevant authorities. So, offense in violates amateur's handling, manufacture, storage, transportation, or use of explosives is a serious offense. Failure to obtain a license, carrying out activity involving explosives without the required license is punishable by law. Unsafe storage, failure to store explosives safely can lead to penalties. The last one is unauthorized sales or transfer, or also tampering with explosives. That's it. Now we talk about Explosive Act, and now it's a term for Arms Act 1960. What is compliance requirements? Say we need to have a license, we need to report the laws, and we need to have a safe storage, also restrict possession. What offense and penalty, it's same also with the Explosive Act 1960, which we need to have a possession without a license, may occur imprisonment or fines. Failure to report a loss is punishable by law. Transfer firearm without an authorized also will cause an offense. Possession property individual and using firearm in dangerous manner, people use of firearm individual. Offense. Thank you.
Now I want to talk about what is the impact on public safety. So firstly, reducing criminal access. By requiring individual to obtain license and undergo background checks before acquiring firearms or explosives. So the acts limit access to dangerous weapons for criminal and individual with malicious intent. This helps in reducing the risk of violent crimes involving firearms and explosives. Second, preventing accidents. Preventing accidents such as strict regulation on the handling and storage of firearms and explosives significantly reduce the risk. So third, combating terrorism. So in combating terrorists, the acts play a crucial role in preventing terrorist and extreme activities by controlling the execution and use of explosives. The risk of terrorist attack and act of violence is minimized. So next, curbing illegal trade. So curbing illegal trade, this regulation contribute to curbing the illegal trade and smuggling of firearms and explosives to minimize it. So let's enhancing law enforcement. Enhancing law enforcement by providing a legal framework for the possession and use of firearms and explosives. So this act assists law enforcement agencies in monitoring and regulating their usage. Next, promoting responsible ownership. Promoting responsible ownership is encourage responsible firearms and explosives to everyone. Next, protecting vulnerable groups. Protecting vulnerable groups, proper regulation of firearms and explosives helps protect vulnerable groups such as women, children, and others, especially kids, from becoming victims of violence. So, these are most important. We must know about what the impact on public safety. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Patricia bin Zulkifli, 2220514. Okay, the conclusion for explosive and arms acts is the importance of responsible firearm and explosive handling cannot be overstated, and responsible use or mishandling of this dangerous weapon can have severe consequences leading to loss of life, injuries, and destruction. Education and awareness campaigns about responsible firearm and explosive handling are necessary to reinforce the importance of complying with these acts. And lastly, overall, the Arms Act 1960